Let's explore the Quran. This sacred text is not just a book. It's a profound spiritual guide that has shaped the lives of millions of people for over 1,400 years. Its teachings have transcended time and geography, offering wisdom and guidance to those who seek it. It's a really important book for Muslims. They read it daily, teach it to their children, and gather as families to recite its verses. The Quran is central to their faith and daily practices, influencing their thoughts, actions, and way of life. It's like their guidebook from God. Muslims believe that the Quran provides divine guidance on how to live a righteous life, offering solutions to moral dilemmas and answers to existential questions. It is revered as the ultimate source of wisdom and knowledge. A long time ago, in the 7th century, the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad in Arabia. This revelation occurred over 23 years, transforming the spiritual landscape of the region and beyond. The Quran's message was revolutionary, calling for monotheism and social justice. Muslims believe it's God's actual words. They hold that every word in the Quran is a direct communication from God to humanity, preserved in its original form. This belief underscores the Quran's sanctity and the meticulous care with which it is handled and recited. The words are special, kept just as they were in Arabic. The original Arabic text is considered unaltered and pure, with translations available to help non-Arabic speakers understand its meanings. The beauty of its language and the depth of its content are celebrated worldwide. They teach about God, why we're here, and how to live a good life. The Quran addresses fundamental questions about existence, purpose, and morality, providing a comprehensive framework for personal and communal conduct. The Quran changed history, bringing a new way to believe and understand the world. Its teachings inspired the rise of a rich and diverse Islamic civilization, contributing to advancements in science, art, literature, and philosophy during the Islamic Golden Age. It teaches about one God, being fair, being kind, and doing what's right. The Quran emphasizes the importance of justice, compassion, and ethical behavior, encouraging believers to act with integrity and kindness in all aspects of life. These ideas were really powerful for the people in Arabia. The Quran's message resonated deeply, challenging existing social norms and promoting a vision of equality and justice that was transformative for the society of the time. The Quran changed a lot in Arabia. It united tribes, established new social and legal norms, and laid the foundation for a community based on shared beliefs and values. The impact of the Quran's teachings was profound and far-reaching. It made people think differently about how they treated each other, no matter who they were or where they came from. The Quran's emphasis on universal brotherhood and mutual respect fostered a sense of unity and community among diverse groups, promoting peace and understanding. The Quran is like a guiding light for Muslims. It is considered the holy book of Islam, believed to be the word of God, as revealed to the Prophet Muhammad. Muslims turn to the Quran for guidance in all aspects of life, from personal conduct to social justice. It's at the center of everything they believe and how they live. The teachings of the Quran influence their daily routines, their interactions with others, and their overall worldview. It provides a framework for living a life that is in harmony with the will of God. It teaches them about God, the world, and where they fit in. The Quran offers insights into the nature of God, the purpose of creation, and the role of human beings in the grand scheme of things. It encourages Muslims to reflect on their place in the universe and their responsibilities towards others. It's like a how-to guide for living a life that God would like, from praying and fasting to being good and getting along with others. The Quran outlines specific practices such as daily prayers, fasting during the month of Ramadan, and acts of charity. It also emphasizes the importance of good character, honesty, and compassion. The Quran teaches about Tawhid, which means believing in only one God. This concept of monotheism is central to Islamic belief, and is the foundation upon which all other teachings are built. Tawhid underscores the unity and uniqueness of God, rejecting any form of polytheism or idolatry. This is a really important idea in Islam. It shapes the way Muslims view the world and their relationship with God. It also influences their understanding of worship, ethics, and community life. The Quran also teaches about laws, being a good person, and fairness. It provides guidelines for personal conduct, social justice, and legal matters. These teachings aim to create a just and equitable society where everyone is treated with respect and dignity. It explains the 5 pillars of Islam, which are the most important things Muslims do, believing in one God, praying, fasting during Ramadan, and giving to those in need. These pillars are the foundation of a Muslim's faith and practice, serving as a constant reminder of their duties towards God and fellow human beings. Giving to those in need, known as zakat, is a fundamental aspect of Islamic practice. It involves giving a portion of one's wealth to help the less fortunate, thereby promoting social welfare and reducing inequality. And going on a pilgrimage to Mecca, known as Hajj, is a once-in-a-lifetime obligation for those who are physically and financially able. This pilgrimage fosters a sense of unity and equality among Muslims from all over the world. The Quran also teaches about being honest, doing the right thing, being kind, and caring about others. These values are emphasized throughout the Quran, and are considered essential for building a harmonious and compassionate society. By adhering to these principles, Muslims strive to lead lives that are pleasing to God and beneficial to humanity. The Quran isn't just for the mosque, it's part of Muslims' everyday lives. It serves as a guide, a source of comfort, and a moral compass. Muslims turn to the Quran for answers to life's questions and for guidance in their daily activities. Whether at home, at work, or in the community, the Quran's teachings are ever present. It affects how they think, what they do, and how they treat others. The Quran encourages Muslims to be kind, compassionate, and just. It teaches them to help those in need, to be honest in their dealings, and to strive for excellence in all aspects of life. These values are reflected in their interactions with family, friends, and even strangers. From the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep, Muslims try to follow the Quran's teachings. Morning prayers set the tone for the day, reminding them of their purpose and responsibilities. Throughout the day, they seek to embody the principles of the Quran in their actions and decisions. Many Muslims start their day by reading the Quran. This practice helps them to focus and to begin their day with a sense of peace and direction. It is a moment of reflection and connection with God, setting a positive and mindful tone for the hours ahead. This helps them remember God and to live with purpose. The Quran's verses offer wisdom and guidance, encouraging Muslims to live meaningful lives. By reflecting on its teachings, they find strength and motivation to face the challenges of the day. The Quran's teachings are important in Muslim families. Parents teach their children the values and principles found in the Quran, fostering a sense of faith and community. These teachings help to build strong family bonds and to instill a sense of responsibility and respect in the younger generation. It helps them learn how to treat their husbands or wives, parents, children, and everyone around them. The Quran provides guidance on relationships, emphasizing love, respect, and understanding. By following these teachings, families can create harmonious and supportive environments. Families often read the Quran together. This shared practice strengthens their faith and brings them closer together. It is a time for learning, reflection, and mutual support, reinforcing the values that are central to their lives. This teaches good values and helps them feel close to their faith. By reading the Quran together, families cultivate a sense of unity and purpose. It helps them to navigate life's challenges with a strong moral foundation and a deep connection to their beliefs. The Quran is mostly about religion, but it also talks about science. This has made people think and wonder for a long time. Even though science wasn't very advanced when the Quran was revealed, it talks about things that scientists are just now understanding. For example, the Quran describes how a baby grows inside its mother. This was long before we had microscopes. The Quran also talks about the universe getting bigger, which scientists have discovered recently. It also talks about how mountains help keep the earth steady, like pegs holding everything together. The Quran teaches us to respect nature. It says everything is connected and that we need to keep things balanced. Nature shows us how wise and powerful God is. It's amazing and beautiful. The Quran uses nature to teach us about God and how to be good. Rain, plants growing, and the stars moving all remind us of God's power and kindness. They remind us to live in harmony with nature. The Quran tells us to take care of the earth and not to waste things. We should be good caretakers of the earth so everyone now and in the future can enjoy it. The Quran has a message for everyone, no matter where they come from. It teaches about being good, kind, and fair. These ideas are important for all people. The Quran says that different languages and cultures are good. God made them all. It teaches that everyone is equal to God. It doesn't matter where you come from or how much money you have. This message of equality is important. It helps people get along and see each other as brothers and sisters. The Quran tells Muslims to talk to people of different faiths and learn from each other. The Quran teaches about peace. This is very different from what some extremist groups do. These groups twist the Quran's words to justify violence. The Quran says that hurting innocent people is wrong. It says that killing one person is like killing everyone, and saving one person is like saving everyone. The Quran wants Muslims to be peaceful and understanding. Muslims all over the world are working to show the true, peaceful message of the Quran. Even though the world is changing fast, the Quran is still important today. It teaches us how to live a good life, even with all the challenges we face. The Quran says learning is important. It tells us to ask questions, explore science, and keep learning. This is really important in today's world. The Quran also talks about fairness and equality. This is important because there are still